All right, testing. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Sorry again for the late start. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the Eastern Conference Finals, Rangers versus the Lightning, and we're going to jump right into it and get things underway here. Rangers versus Tampa Bay, Madison Square Garden, Eastern Conference Finals. Rangers a little banged up, but that's what you expect at this time of year. It is what it is. But on paper, the Lightning are a better team in most aspects. But we'll see if we can't... Oh, that's because my batteries died as soon as I started the game. But yeah, Mika Zibanejad, Steven Stamkos, we're underway. Rangers win it back here to Fox. Now over to K'Andre Miller. Sends it back. Pass is deflected. Panarin gets it in the trapezoid. Now sends a long pass up for Alexis Lafreniere. Lafreniere now moving in with speed. Fires. Shot saved by DiPietro. Leaves it for Hedman. You wonder why DiPietro's making this play. You wonder if Vasilevsky got hurt at some time in the playoffs, and that is why the Lightning backup is in. That is a bad sign for them. As Panarin over to Fox. Up to K'Andre Miller. A big reason why the Rangers and Lightning have had close games this year was because of Vasilevsky. If it's the backup, that's a good sign for New York. Fox, Panarin, shot saved by DiPietro, though, and he will hold. Also reminds me, the Rangers are playing tonight. Just been super busy. Oh, they're up 2-1. Early in the third. Zegras versus Stamkos. Stamkos wins it back to Sergachev. Sergachev hit by Zegras. Sends up to Kucherov. What's up, Calvin? It's been real rough lately, Calvin. I'll announce tomorrow what's going on. But shot saved by Shesterkin. He leaves it for Dylan Coghlan. And up to Sprong. Stamkos back to Hedman now. Hedman gains the zone. Gets by Coghlan. Shot saved by Shesterkin. Knocked out of the crease there, but Kucherov controls. Sends back to Haula. Now to Hedman. His shot save again. Or blocked in front. Stamkos shot short side saved by Shesterkin. And now Bouchard. That's called a tease. You got to come back tomorrow to see what I have to say. Vesalainen from the left side. Hit by Hedman. Loses the puck. Back over to Kucherov. Tomorrow I'll mention it on both Twitch and TikTok tomorrow, Calvin. It won't be a video, but it'll be live, but I will mention it here as Kajula now on the right side. Back over to Vesalainen. Vesalainen a shot, and Vesalainen scores! Christian Vesalainen in for the injured Nick Robertson, gets his second of the playoffs. Unplug anything, and now I can watch the Rangers and Penguins while talking to all of y'all. So Vesalainen makes it 1-0 exactly 8 minutes into the first period here. Game 1. Kajula the assist. Face-off won by the Lightning. Foot with the puck. Moving in on the left side. Hit by Gortz. Puck handled now by Runanen. Runanen, long pass up to Kajula. Puts on the brakes. Moving in. Shot saved by DiPietro. Kajula now moving in down low. Gets hit before he can get the backhand off, and Kachuk takes it away and sends over to McDonough. Now over to Radish. Radish hit hard by Gortz. Kajula takes the loose puck away. And Kajula moving now through the center ice. Gains the zone. Looking for Strome, but he's going to go all the way through the Gortz. And his pass, a bad one, taken by Kachuk. What's up, Christian? Radish now moving in. Strome pokes it away from him. Sends over back to Gortz. And up to Dryden Hunt. Now over to Dylan Strome. Strome in the left circle. A shot saved by DiPietro. And he will hold. Rangers up 1-0 here early in the first. You see their Stamkos 16 points the first 2 rounds. Oh, yeah, Calvin, I forgot the NCAA tournament's even happening right now. Pretty bad, Christian, pretty bad. Barron wins it back to Miller. Miller sends it over the boards. Barclay Goodrow back to Miller. Tries to make a pass to Goodrow, but it deflects back. Goodrow eventually finds it. Now circles in down low. Loses the puck. Gauthier finds it. Gauthier shot. Backhand save by DiPietro. And he will hold. Meanwhile, 11.5 minutes left in the Rangers-Penguins game. Rangers up 2-1. What's up, Mike? Hanging in there, buddy. It's been a rough one. I'll let folks know tomorrow. That's a tease, as you say in the business, kind of what's going on lately this week. It's been a real rough week as Barron wins this back to Miller. Now Gauthier finds it, back to Fox. Fox's shot blocked in front. Sorelli puts it on net, on his own net, and says DiPietro frees this again. Oh, you're talking about baseball, Kevin? Yeah, I completely forgot they even played baseball in college. So, like, that's how irrelevant college baseball is. It's even less so than football and basketball. Face-off one to Braun, up to Joseph now. Gonna get hit by Fox. At least to me. Sorry, dude. I just do not care about college sports at all. Braun now up to Joseph at the blue line, hit by Fox. Miller sends her, like I said, I said the Penguins just tied it up. The game that matters to me right now is the Rangers and the Penguins in real life. Long pass up to Panarin, puts on the brakes, knocked off his stick, Vatanen finds it, sends up to McLeod. McLeod now over to Sorelli, knocked off his stick, and Lafreniere gathers. Lafreniere up to Panarin. Panarin knocked off his stick. Again, trying to keep him getting a shot on net. Now circling the net, knocked off the puck again. Carter gets it. Back over to Braun. And now up to Joseph. Joseph hit hard. Puck kicks to Coughlin. Coughlin looking for Lafreniere, but he was behind the play. McLeod gathers. Lafreniere finds it back. Now trying to get across the crease, but Braun breaks it up. Mika Zibanejad there now with the puck. 10 seconds left. The period. Shot saved by DiPietro through a screen. Good job by Vesalainen down low. Now trying to feed down low. Cut off by Vatanen. Braun is there. Gets out to Joseph. And that'll do it for the first period. At the end of 20, here in New York, in the first game of the Eastern Conference Finals, it's the Rangers 1-0. Well, agree to disagree, Calvin. I can't be bothered with college sports. I think that they're, I really don't care about a bunch of universities. Rangers out shooting Tampa 7-4, out hitting them 8-2, faceoffs 3-3. So a pretty even game overall, not a ton of offense. Again, just the one wrister from Vesalainen found it way behind the netminder. Okay, Christian, I have no idea how WWE and NHL affect each other, but sure, don't watch the NHL playoffs. Like, that, I don't care, whatever, I don't care. Like, Zibanejad versus Stamkos. Face-off won by the Rangers. Zibanejad has it. Sends over now to Miller. Hedman takes it away. Over to Hedman. No, Calvin, as long as it's part of Game Pass, I will never buy MLB The Show again. Panarin now. Pass the flex back to Mika. Stamkos takes it away from him. Zibanejad, good forecheck, forcing Stamkos back. But now Stamkos with the breakout. I will obviously download it day one as Kucherov hit by Lafreniere. Fox finds it, sends it around to Miller, but I will never, there's no reason to pre-order that game now that it's part of Game Pass. As Stamkos gains the zone, but then has it taken away. Adam Fox now with the loose puck, 2-on-2. Puts on the brakes. Finding Zegras, short side save by DiPietro, and he holds. I have been following the World Baseball Classic, Mike. I don't know if you heard. If you're a Mets fan, you are heartbroken because Edwin Diaz celebrating Puerto Rico beating the Dominican Republic. Shot saved by DiPietro. His season is over. Sounds like it was a PCL tear. Celebrating on the mound. Coughlin a shot saved by DiPietro. As Point can't keep it in. A big power play now coming for Tampa Bay. So they're going to call boarding or charging on that one. Vesalainen going to the sin bin for 2. It's officially charging on Vesalainen there. But, so Tampa Bay gets their first power play of the night. Strome and Sprong on the penalty kill for the Rangers. One back to Miller by Strome. Strome having the best face-off numbers for the Rangers in the playoffs. Strome dancing in the Tampa zone, killing time, throws it on net. Easy save for DiPietro. Carter gathers. Starts back the other way and sends up to Radish, who gets laid out by Oscar Gortz, and Strome will clear. But yeah, as this goes all the way down, Sprong with some pressure on Carter, but Carter will find it first, halfway through the penalty kill. But, yeah, no, I mean, that's the big story out of the WBC right now. The USA is advancing to defend their title in the quarterfinals. Japan, obviously, still looking like a powerhouse like they always do. Italy, great job. Australia, great job. Some less normal teams typically as Radish moving in. His shot is blocked. Good job by Gortz there to break it up. As Strome will send up to Gauthier, and it's back to 5-on-5. Gauthier now moving in behind the defense, and Julien Gauthier scores! His third of the playoffs as the power play expired for Tampa Bay, and the Ranger lead is 2-0. Yeah, Mike, I mean, like, I honestly, as a Yankee fan, I could care less about Edwin Diaz. He can stick his trumpets where the sun don't shine for all I care. But you hate to see it, celebration, a bad injury. And it's obviously his strongest, the only assist. It's a big blow to the Mets and their bullpen. Their closer is going to miss the entire year. And there are going to be idiots who say that the WBC is bad for baseball, and it's absolutely the opposite. The WBC is great for baseball. It's just a fluke injury that could have happened on any game at any time. And it just... it is what it is. Barron versus Staples. Injuries happen. It could have happened in a spring training game. No, that's what I'm saying, Mike. I don't like him. But I'm not wishing an injury on him as Goodrow over to Bouchard, back over to Goodrow. And it was just a fluke thing. I mean, we've seen this before, though. We've seen this with kickers celebrating a kick. We've seen this before with, it's just a fluke thing as Bouchard shot saved by DiPietro. But now, at this point, my focus for the WBC is hoping that the U.S. will... the Rangers retake the lead in real life. Hoping the U.S. can defend. Like I said, Japan and Cuba. I think it's Cuba. Not Cuba. Is it Cuba? I can't remember. I think it's Japan and Cuba have already advanced. As Lafreniere moving in. Backhand shot saved by DiPietro. Puck down low in front. Kicks back to DiPietro and he'll freeze it. And Chris Kreider got the goal for the Rangers in real life. You love to see it. Rangers back up 3-2. Zibanejad versus Carter now to the left of DiPietro. Face-off won by the Rangers, who have really dominated this period overall, even with Tampa Bay having the power play. Calvin, I would not be surprised if Japan wins it all, especially with Ohtani. Japan is very, very good. Panarin has it knocked off his stick. And he moves now behind the net, circling. Moving in, shot saved by DiPietro from point-blank range. Hedman now hit by Zibanejad. Moves back to the front of his own net. Going to get hit by Gortz as he sends it deep. Runanen will gather and send up to Lafreniere. Now over to Zegras. Trevor Zegras in the left circle. Shot goes high. Runanen pinches in, keeps in. Tarmo Runanen a shot. Tarmo Runanen has found his scoring stick here in the playoffs. That's his third goal, leading all defensemen. And the Ranger lead is now 3-0. That's what I'm saying, Mike. Ohtani, to me, is the biggest game changer for Japan. And he's hitting bombs. He's throwing shutouts. It's, Japan looks really, really good right now. Zegras versus Cirelli now. Rangers up 3-0. Zegras and Lafreniere, the assists. Face-off won by the Lightning back to McDonough. Poked off his stick. Zegras will gather. And sent out to Vesalainen, who's got himself a penalty. He's also got himself a goal tonight. And sending back to Fox. His shot is blocked. Vesalainen gets the loose puck, though. Knocked off his stick. DiPietro there shovels it to McDonough, who fires it out to Cirelli and up to Joseph. Joseph making a move, gets by one defender, but can't get by two. And Fox starts back the other way with an outlet pass to Sprong. Sprong knocked off his stick. Zegras will gather against the far boards. Pass along the blue line to Fox. Fox a blast. Blocked. Cirelli gets the loose puck. Comes back the other way for Tampa Bay. Joseph now hit by Adam Fox against the far boards. And Miller, long pass up to Sprong. Couple seconds left here in the period. Shot saved by DiPietro. And we head to the second intermission with the Rangers now up 3-0. Yeah, Calvin, I would not be surprised at all if Japan wins it all. Absolutely not. Absolutely, I completely agree. Rangers outshooting Tampa Bay 21-4. Outshot them 14-0 that period. Hits 18-3 now in favor of the Rangers. Face-off 7-6 in favor of the Rangers. And despite Tampa Bay having that power play, it was all blue shirts in the second period. Meanwhile, 5.5 left in real life. Rangers still up 3-2. Zibanejad versus Stamkos now. Face-off won by Stamkos. Back to Hedman. Over to Stamkos. He's going to get pinched by Panarin, but bounce off of him. Fox does a good job to break up his stick, or lift his stick and break up a pass. Kucherov now. Hall coming in. Shot saved by Shesterkin. Tested for the first time in over 20 minutes of play. Now pass back. Shot blocked there by Lafreniere. Sergachev moving in. Shot goes high again. As Panarin will rattle it around the boards to Lafreniere. Lafreniere across the Fox. Shot saved by DiPietro. Adam Fox with the puck now. Shot goes wide. Sergachev sends over to Hedman and up to Stamkos. Stamkos back to Sergachev. Up to Kucherov. Who gets by Fox. Looking for a pass, but Miller intercepts. Try to get it by him, and now Keandre Miller will send up to Daniel Sprong. Tries to get it over to Vesalainen and does. Was deflected, but he does eventually get it. Now back to Miller. A shot saved by DiPietro. Good pass by Vesalainen. Good shot by Miller. But DiPietro up to the task. Yeah, Mike, it'll be interesting to see if he makes it or not. That's the other thing about the World Baseball Classic is that it's a great chance for guys to show off their skills against mostly professional talent. Sprong moving in. Daniel Sprong with the wraparound, his 5th of the playoffs. It's 4-0 Rangers. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Absolutely. Calvin, looking good in spring training means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Usually the teams that do the best in spring training end up at the bottom of the standings at the end of the year. Zegras versus Point. Point went to Bouchard and Zegras the assists. As Kachuk now back to Sergachev. Knocked off his stick by Zegras. Hedman up to Radish. Point now moving in. Shot was blocked. Just a little too slow to get that one off. Trying to get Shesterkin out of position. It's Vesalainen. That I don't know, Mike. Talk about a guy who is so highly touted and just hasn't put it together so far at the big league level. But that happens sometimes. Good check by Coughlin to prevent the rebound from going in. And now he finds the puck and sends it over to Sprong. Sustained pressure there by the Lightning. Sprong gets hit as the puck deflects back to neutral ice. Coughlin pushes it to Vesalainen. Sprong is slow to get up, but seems to be okay. Vesalainen now pushes the puck along, but Point takes it away. Yeah, Calvin, I no offense, I do not expect your Red Sox to do anything. Shot saved by Shesterkin, shuffled over to Coughlin, and sends up to Hunt now. Yeah, just without all the fun that Manziel had, Mike. Dryden Hunt circling now, sends back to Ruunanen fresh off the bench. Slap shot save, rebound. Deflects away to Hedman in the left circle. Up to Joseph. Knocked off his stick. Hunt now spins around, but Cirelli takes it away. 7:50 left here in the third. Rangers up 4-0. Cirelli hit by Ruunanen. Sprong now over to Gortz and sends up to Dylan Strome. Strome gains the blue line. Tries to get it back to Hunt. Now Hedman in the corner. Sends up to Cirelli. Cirelli on the right side. Gets by Ruunanen, but pressured by Kajula. Moving in. One-time shot. Saved by Shesterkin, I believe. Joseph gets the rebound. Now sets up with foot at the point. Back to Ryan McDonough. Poked away there nicely by Mika Zibanejad. And Foot has to go back and retreat for the Lightning. Cirelli now hit by Ruunanen. At this point, the Lightning really just playing for pride. I don't expect them to get 4 goals in 4 minutes, but who knows? Gortz up to Kajula now on a breakaway. Kajula to the backhand. Shot saved by an Allenfelt now in for DiPietro. And that definitely means Vasilevsky's hurt. Take care, Calvin. See you tomorrow, hopefully. And Bobby Kachuk seems to be a little banged up after that check. Stamkos versus Barron now. 4 minutes left in the Ranger game in real life. Rangers still up 3-2. Face-off won by the Lightning here. McDonough over to Kucherov. Hit by Fox. Goodrow gathers. Sends over to Miller. Miller, long pass for Morgan Barron. Barron now, pass across, deflected actually on net, looking for Goodrow, but the pass was deflected and kicked away by the Lightning goaltender. McDonough now, take care, Calvin, take it easy. Goodrow skating around the offensive zone, short side shot saved by Alnefelt. Rangers still up 4-0 with less than 2 minutes to go here in our game. Still up 3-2 in real life with less than 3.5 to go in the game. Vatanen up to Kucherov. He'll send it deep. Coghlan will gather. Send around the boards for Zibanejad. He will bank it around the boards to Panarin. Pushes up to Coghlan and up to Mika Zibanejad. Zibanejad now along the left side. Puts on the brakes. Moving in. Shot. Goes high and wide. Zibanejad keeps it in. Sends up to Bouchard, but Hall intercepts. Takes it away and sends up to Stamkos. 40 seconds to go here. Panarin, a nice check. Coghlan will cut it off and send up to the bread man. There's Vatanen. What did the Kings do tonight, Mike? Again, I'm not paying attention to what the Kings are doing. I'm paying attention to the Rangers. It's 3-2 with 2:53 left in the Ranger game in real life against Pittsburgh. This is an important game. If we can beat up on Pittsburgh, we can kind of really send them down the standings. Put some distance between us and them for that 3 seed. As this is sent all the way down by Perry. Coghlan will cut it off. He'll send up to Lafreniere. Up, tries to get to Zibanejad. Braun intercepts. Back to Perry. And that's your game. The Rangers take game 1. Really, from horn to horn, they really kind of handled them. They win 4-0. Couple of opportunities early for Tampa Bay. Couple of opportunities late, but Shesterkin was up to the task. Oh, well, there you go, Mike, yeah. And the Rangers got just enough offense. Your number 3 star with a goal and a hit, Tarmo Ruunanen. Rangers outshot Tampa Bay 28-8, outhit them 25-6. Faceoffs 10-8 in favor of Tampa, who was also 0 for 1 on the power play. If they keep losing like this, Mike, yes, which is why I want the Rangers to win. Zegras, your number 2 star with 2 assists and a hit. Your number 1 star, Christian Vesalainen with the game-winning goal and a hit. So the Rangers take game 1 4-0. $90 seconds to go. When is Pittsburgh going to pull their goalie against the Rangers? That is the question right now. And there it is. Pittsburgh has pulled their goalie in real life. And the Rangers, good clear. Minute 15 left. Rangers trying to hold on to a 1-goal lead. As I quickly take a look at the injury report. Yeah, Robertson, we know we've talked about. In Tampa Bay, yeah, Vasilevsky will meet with an MCL. That is terrible. They're one of their best forwards and their superstar goaltender. Rangers catch a break. And the Rangers score an empty netter in real life. That should be the nail in the coffin. It's now 4-2 New York with 49 seconds to go. Was it, not sure if it was Vinny Trocheck or it might have been Kreider. I think they're looking at Chris Kreider. I think Chris Kreider might have himself a multi-goal game now, scoring the last 2 for the Rangers as he gets the empty netter. So, but the fact that Vasilevsky is hurt is a big deal, a big reason why we're going to probably win this one. Oh, it might have been, I'm not sure who got the goal. Yeah, no, I think it was Kreider. It was Kreider, I think, on the rebound. It was Zibanejad. Zibanejad and Trocheck should get assists on Kreider's goal in real life. So, big 2-point, well, now a timeout by Pittsburgh. So, I mean, they're down 4-2, 49 seconds left. They're gonna pull the goalie again. They're gonna come at the Rangers. They're gonna try to pull off a miracle. Stranger things have happened. So, timeout for Pittsburgh as they want to get their best guys out there and rested. But we're gonna start our second game now. Yeah, Chris Kreider, 2 goals tonight, 2 hits. Oh, no, that's why they were celebrating. It's Kreider's goal, an empty netter, but that's his 30th goal of the year, which is a very big plateau. So Kreider now with 30 on the year, back-to-back 30-goal seasons for him. He's really turned into a special player for the Rangers after a slow start to his career. So game 2 at the Garden. Rangers up 1-0 in the series, as we've seen. A little bit, Mike. I mean, there's still 35 games over 500, but the odds of them getting the record now are have probably evaporated. That was a bad loss, Mike. Talk about a worst team in the league versus the best team in the league. Face-off won by Tampa Bay. Kucherov with the puck. Hit by Zibanejad at the blue line, and he sends to Adam Fox, and Fox will start to break out. Sends back to Zibanejad. He leaves it for Panarin, but the Rangers are offsides. Rangers looking for another empty net goal in real life. Won't get it, but they won't need it. The Rangers win 4-2. It's the Ranger victory song. Anyway, so good win there for the Rangers in real life as Stamkos. Now Kucherov, a shot saved by Shesterkin. He leaves it for Fox. Sends over to Zibanejad and up to Lafreniere. Lafreniere taken out by Hedman there. Sends it across now to Sergachev. Shesterkin, 26 saves on 28 shots tonight. Lafreniere cuts that pass and sends back to Zibanejad. Zibanejad 2-on-2. Across looking for somebody, looking for Panarin. It'll deflect on net, but not a proper shot. And it's a slow period thus far in the first 3:30. Oh, that's nice. That's great, Mike. That's great. Zegras versus Stamkos. Zegras wins it back to Bouchard. Coghlan now. His shot is blocked. Goes into the corner. Sprong circling. Can't get the shot off. Kucherov takes it away. I've been to a couple of Kings games. The last one I went to actually was a playoff game against the Sharks. It might have been on the 2013. It wasn't a year they won the Cup. But Sprong, cross-ice pass. Hedman takes it away. Sends back up to point. Now up to Radish. Radish laid out by Coghlan. Sprong now over to Bouchard and up to Vesalainen. Vesalainen now along the left side. Puts in the brakes in the left circle. He had a goal last game. Sends across to Coghlan. Coughlin's shot blocked. And it's going to kick back out to neutral ice. The Rangers have to regroup. Then they were down. Yeah, I believe so. I believe that was the series-winning win. They won like 2-1. As Bouchard moving in with speed. Shot saved by DiPietro. Hedman kicks it away, or kicked away to Hedman. Point there. Radish with the puck. No, it wasn't a year you won the Cup. It was not the year you won the Cup that's the thing. You guys beat the Sharks a few times in the playoffs. It was not a year. It was one of the in-between years. As Hunt now circling. Actually, you know what? I know. As Runen in a shot now, saved there by DiPietro. Actually, next stoppage, I can look it up real quick and very easily because Strome now shot and Dylan Strome scores his 8th of the playoffs. The puck was pinballing around. DiPietro never saw it. It's 1-0 Rangers. So let's see. Yeah, Mott had his first goal back. Raquel had a goal for Pittsburgh. Zibanejad had another goal. Gensel had a goal, and Kreider had 2 goals. Gensel's got a 30-goal year for Pittsburgh. No, that Sharks team should have won a lot more than it did than that one. They had one Western Conference championship, and that was it. And during that stretch. So Strome unassisted, his 8th of the playoffs, as Foote gets hit by Goodrow. Gortz takes the puck away. 8 minutes left here in the first period. Rangers strike first. Gortz a shot, save, rebound, Foote clears from danger. Cirelli hit by Runen. Gortz pushes it along back to Runen, who sends out to Gauthier. Yeah, I mean, Niemi in net, Burns on defense, shot. Joe Thornton still in his prime. Couture, those Sharks teams were very good. As Fox, big shoulder from Fox. Miller gathers the loose puck. And moves in, pinballing around. Goodrow can't get a shot off. Vatanen up to Brassard, former New York Ranger Derek Brassard in the lineup now after the injury to Tkachuk yesterday. Overskated by the Rangers there. McLeod pushes it forward to Joseph. Joseph moving in down low. Has it taken away by Adam Fox, who gives it to Lafreniere. Banks it back to Fox, and now up to Goodrow. Goodrow gains the zone. Goodrow, a shot, deflected down low. Zibanejad can't get the rebound, and Brassard clears out to Corey Perry. Former Anaheim Duck. Now over to McLeod, former New Jersey Devil. Shot saved by Shesterkin. Fox kicks it away and sends up to Panarin. Panarin on the right side. Sends across for Zibanejad. Shot saved by DiPietro. Tried to get him out of position, but DiPietro snaps the glove shut and makes the save. Face-off won by Stamkos. Back to Kucherov. Chased by Veselainen. Kucherov over to Stamkos. Hit by Gortz. Oh, Oscar Gortz. Gortz moving in, and Oscar Gortz scores! His first career playoff goal! Oscar Gortz lays out Stamkos, takes the puck, and says, "I'll do it myself, boys." Absolutely trucked him for sure. No, I'm gonna look it up in a second, and then in the period intermission, I'm gonna run and check real quick because I know right where to look because I still have the towel. Gortz's first career playoff goal unassisted. As Sprong intercepts that one with only 15 seconds left. Back the other way come the Rangers. Sprong a shot saved by DiPietro. Gortz again knocked off his stick as he hits into his own man. Unfortunate collision there. The period expires. But the Rangers score twice. A turnover in the offensive zone twice, actually. Oscar Gortz, his first career playoff goal, and Dylan Strome, his 8th of the year. It's 2-0 Rangers, who are out shooting Tampa Bay 8-2, out hitting them 7-2. Face-offs 5-1 in favor of Tampa Bay. So actually, you know, I'm gonna run the commercial a little early tonight. I'm gonna run the commercial now, and then I'm gonna run real quick. I'm gonna get that towel. I'll show you. All right. So, yeah, I was right. It was the 2013 playoffs. See, it was round 2, game 7. Kings won 2-1. And then would lose in the Western Conference Finals to Chicago that year. That was one of Chicago's years. But, yeah. So, I kept the towel because they gave that to everybody there because they wanted us all swinging them, even though I wasn't a Kings fan. It was still cool to go to a playoff game here in LA. Nah, Mike, there's memories attached to it. I'm all right, Lynn. How are you? We're just talking about some history. I went real quick here as folks pop in again. It's 2013. I went to the 2013 playoffs. Kings versus Sharks, second round, Western Conference semifinals. It was the Kings. Kings won 2-1. And would lose in the next round, so to Chicago. Chicago was those early Chicago teams from 10 years ago were very stacked as well. But we're getting ready to start the second period of Game 2 here. Rangers up 2-0, trying to go up 2-0 in the series. Zibanejad and Stamkos. Mikko wins it back to Fox, sends over to Keandre Miller. Poked off his stick, but Mika is there. He starts the breakout. Rangers just finished off a win in real life against Pittsburgh. Fox, a slap shot, saved by DiPietro through the screen, and he'll hold. Rangers won 4-2 in real life. Chris Kreider, a pair of goals, now up to 30. He hit the 30-goal plateau again. As Zibanejad versus Stamkos to the right of DiPietro. Face-off won by Stamkos to Sergachev. He'll get hit by Panarin, though. Zibanejad looking for the point. Miller slap shot saved by DiPietro. I disagree, Mike. The thing is that even though you won that series in 5, that series was a lot closer than people realize. A lot of those games went to overtime, a lot of one-goal games. It was a very close series. It was just a matter of face-off won by Zibanejad, shot saved by DiPietro and Lafreniere. Lafreniere gets his own rebound in the corner, fires, turnaround shot saved by DiPietro, leaves it for Hedman. It was, the difference was at that point, you guys had the experience. You guys had experience and momentum. As Zibanejad now circling, moving in, shot goes just a little wide. And Zibanejad now circling around again. Shot point blank, save again by DiPietro, and Sergachev has it. Yeah, me too. It was a real busy time for me as Miller now sends over to Lafreniere. Lafreniere to Zegras, shot saved by DiPietro. Zegras now trying to send one across. Sergachev intercepts up to Kucherov. Yep, I remember. As Fox now up to Vesalainen. Vesalainen gains the zone. Puts on the brakes, little spinorama. Circling around. Vesalainen. Shot saved by DiPietro. Sprong now gathers. Leaves for Zegras' shot saved by DiPietro on the one-timer. The second line with some sustained pressure. With about just over 7 minutes gone here in the second period. Strome versus Point now. To the left of DiPietro. That was DiPietro's first loss of the playoffs. When the Rangers beat him 4-0 in Game 1. Strome back to Bouchard. Over to Coghlan. Coghlan a slap shot saved by DiPietro. I mean, again, though they wish they had Vasilevsky in there, but if they make it to the Stanley Cup, he might come back. But also, the injury also kind of rallied them because the Lightning have won 7 in a row since the injury to Vasilevsky. Strome versus Point. Strome wins it back to Bouchard. Bouchard back to Strome, and he's knocked off of it. Point sends up to Zingle. Zingle on the right side. Gets hit by Bouchard. Good shoulder check there, and Caggiula will gather in the lower right corner. Caggiula now up to Hunt. Hunt does a little spinorama. Goes to the backhand shot saved by DiPietro. Caggiula can't handle the bouncing puck, but Foot turns it over. Hunt down low. Shot, and he scores! Dylan Strome, second of the game. The puck was misplayed by DiPietro. Strome streaking in, gets it, and squeezes it by him short side. His 9th of the playoffs, his 2nd of the game. It's 3-0 Rangers. And DiPietro is going to wish he had that one back. That is going to haunt him the rest of this game. Barron now wins the faceoff. Hunt the only assist on Strome's 9th goal of the postseason. Leading the Rangers, surprisingly, as Gortz sends this to the slot, but McDonough intercepts. He's going to get sandwiched between a couple of Rangers. Point has it now. He's going to get hit by Barron. Radish is going to get laid out. Rangers now throwing the body. Rangers now, they are absolutely playing to hurt. Gauthier coming in. The Lightning are going to be black and blue instead of white and blue by the time this is over. Goodrow trying to get a backhand shot off. DiPietro this time smartly just freezes the puck. And now Dylan Strome is a goal away from a hattie. Cirelli versus Zegras to the left of DiPietro. Face-off, one back to McDonough. He's hit by Sprong. Sprong circling. Sprong a shot, goes wide. Bouchard keeps it in. Bouchard pinching in now. And Evan Bouchard from the top of the slot, a shot saved by DiPietro. McDonough in the corner. Bounces off of Zegras, sends it over to Foot, and sends up to Carter now. Carter at the blue line, gets by Bouchard. Trying to get by Sprong. Shot goes wide. Had Shesterkin out of position with the screen, but he shot it wide. Vesalainen now. Quickly up to Zegras. Bank pass to Sprong. Back to Zegras. Into the right circle. Zegras swarmed by white jerseys. 4:20 left here. Smoke him if you got him in the second period. Pass up to Joseph. Joseph hit by Vesalainen at the point. Sprong gathers the loose puck. Sends back for Mika Zibanejad, but Coughlin will actually be the one who touches it up. And sends back to Bouchard. Rangers regroup. A couple guys go for a change. Vesalainen over to Zibanejad. Shot saved by DiPietro. Sprong off the boards. A shot save again. Into the corner it goes. Vatanen is there for the Lightning. 2:05 left here in the second period. Rangers up 3-0. Joseph cross ice to Vatanen. Vatanen back across. Vesalainen intercepts. Starts back the other way for the Rangers. Up to Daniel Sprong with a minute to go in the period. Sprong back to Vesalainen. Back for Sprong. And Sprong scores! A beautiful little give and go there. Sprong's 6th of the playoffs. And the Ranger lead is 4-0 with less than a minute to go here in the second period. The Rangers snuck behind the Lightning defense. Nothing that DiPietro could do. As a Let's Go Rangers chant erupts here at MSG. Vesalainen the only assist, his first assist of the playoffs. Again, this is only his 4th game as puck is taken away by Lafreniere. Good check there by New York as Laffy sends up to Miller, intercepted by Stamkos, back over the Haula. Haula trying to move in, he gets checked, Miller will clear, and that's the end of the second period. This is game number 2, Mike, this is game 2. We're up 1-0 in the series, trying to go 2-0. And at the end of 2, it's 4-0 Rangers. Rangers out shooting Tampa Bay 22-2. They outshot them 14-0 that period. Hits 13-3 in favor of the Rangers. Faceoffs 8-6 in favor of Tampa. Specifically 5-3 that period. So Tampa Bay looking for a miracle to get back into this one. Stamkos versus Zibanejad. Stamkos wins it, but it goes to Panarin. Good job by the bread man. And Keandre Miller now leaves it for Panarin. Panarin from the right circle, a shot. Oh, and he snipes one as Alnefelt comes in and starts the third period and quickly gives up a goal. Panarin's 5th of the playoffs. It's 5-0 New York. Stamkos versus Zibanejad. Rangers scored a goal in the last minute of the second and now the first minute of the third. Miller the assist. It's his 10th helper already, I believe, in the playoffs. Pass up to Zibanejad, taken away by Sergachev. He starts the other way for Tampa Bay. Sergachev hit by Fox. Lafreniere turns it over. One-timer. Good job by Miller to recover and block that shot. Holland now back to Stamkos. Back to Hedman. Turns it over to Panarin. Panarin with speed. Trying to get by Sergachev, but puts in the brakes. Tries to make a pass, but it bounces back to Breadman. Now to Lafreniere. Laffy pushes it to Miller. Back for Fox at the other point. Fox tries to push it further down and does to Panarin. Rangers draw a penalty, and it doesn't matter, though. Panarin scores on back-to-back shots. The breadman delivers. Once again, it's 6-0 Rangers on Panarin's 6th of the playoffs. So a little 6-on-5 action there as the Rangers drew the penalty, but Panarin said, don't worry, we don't need to have any special teams. I'm just going to score right now. So the top line pushing this out of reach now early in the third. Fox and Miller the assists. Face-off win for the Rangers to Bouchard. Zegras now again with the puck. Sprong shot saved by Alnefelt. And he'll hold. And now Panarin a goal away from the Hattie. Point and Zegras to the left of Alnefelt. Face-off one back to Sergachev by Tampa Bay. Over to Radish. Up to Zingle. Zingle going to get hit hard by Bouchard, and Vesalainen will take it away. Now a cross-ice pass for Sprong. Looking back for Vesalainen like before, but Radish intercepts this time. Radish over to point. Chased by Coughlin. Shot saved by Shesterkin. He leaves it for Bouchard. Tough angle shot there. As Vesalainen tries to send it to Sprong. Now kicks it along. Sprong does eventually get it. Tries to get it back to Vesalainen, but Sergachev intercepts. Sergachev back the other way for Tampa Bay. Sends it over to Braden Point, but he's offsides. And it'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. Cirelli versus Strome. Face-off won by Strome back to Runanen. Runanen, cross-ice pass for Gortz, who's got a goal tonight. Sends up to Strome. Has his pocket picked by Carter. Carter back the other way. Hit by Runanen. Gortz will gather. And send up to Kajula. Kajula now on the right side. He gets pinched by McDonough, who sends back to Joseph. Joseph gets turned around by Gortz as he sends it deep. Runanen cuts it off in the trapezoid. A long pass for Dryden Hunt now. Hunt in the left circle. Sends over to Kajula. Shot saved by Alnefelt. Joseph in the corner now. Sends over a bouncing saucer pass to Sorelli. Sorelli chased by blue shirts. Gauthier takes it away fresh off the bench, but loses it back to McDonough. 8:15 left here in the game. Halla has it taken away at the blue line. Morgan Barron gains the zone. Has the puck knocked off his stick as he tried to crash the net. McDonough takes it away. Halla over to Stamkos. He gets hit by Gortz. And Gauthier gathers. Sends over to Runanen, but turns it over to Foote. Foote back to Ryan McDonough. Back across to Halla. Pass intercepted by Morgan Barron, who's going to send it all the way down. No icing as Barron wins the foot race. He sends back to Fox. Over to Miller. Miller is shot. Deflected in front. Never got through, though. Puck finally is catapulted out to the left boards. Fox gets hit. Loses it to McDonough. Sends up to Stamkos. Less than 5 minutes left here in game 2. Stamkos gets laid out. And Miller takes the loose puck. Good hit by Goodrow. Now over to Alexis Lafreniere. Lafreniere in the right circle. Back to Miller. Over to Fox. Tries to push it down low to Barron. Pushes it back to the slot, but Kucherov is there for Tampa Bay, and he sends out to Stamkos. Stamkos gets by Fox. Trying to get by Miller, but can't. Good job by Keandre Miller there as he pushed in on Stamkos. And now one-timer, and Tampa Bay finally gets on the board. Eric Halla, his third of the playoffs. Rangers got caught a little flat-footed there. Couldn't get a change. And Eric Halla on the one-timer. And Tampa Bay, who had been shut out for 117 and a half minutes, finally scores. Stamkos and Kucherov the assists. As Radish sends over to Zingle. So the shutout is broken. Braun a shot, save, rebound. Cleared away, at least temporarily. Now Radish a shot, saved by Shesterkin. Some late sustained pressure here by Tampa Bay. Looking for something to build off of heading back to Tampa. Shot blocked in front there with a minute to go. Coghlan long pass to Zibanejad. Mika Zibanejad now moving in. And Zibanejad's going to get the goal right back. His fourth of the playoffs. And the Ranger lead is 7-1. Strome versus Point now, center ice. Coghlan and Lafreniere the assists. Face-off won by the Rangers. Bouchard to Coghlan to Strome. Up to Dryden Hunt now. Hunt gains the zone, sends back to the point. Coghlan with a slap shot, saved by Alnefelt. Leaves it for Vatanen with 40 seconds left here in the game. Up the point, over to Zingle. He'll send it deep, and Bouchard will cut it off in the trapezoid. 30 seconds left now. Up to Kajula. Cross-ice pass intercepted by Radish. Radish for Tampa Bay, hit by Coghlan. And Hunt will send around the boards to Bouchard. Bouchard now looking for Kajula. Is going to go all the way down. And this will be an icing on the Rangers with 16 seconds left. Strome versus Point to the left of Shesterkin. Face-off won by McLeod to Sergachev. Back to Hedman. Back to McLeod. Shot saved by Tsar Igor. Leaves it for Coghlan with 10 seconds to go. Can't get it out of the zone. Perry there. Brassard a shot. Saved by Shesterkin. That'll help the old save percentages. Again, a turnover. One last Hail Mary shot from McLeod. But that's the game. The Rangers win 7-1. Your number 3 star with a goal and 2 hits, Oscar Gortz. Rangers outshot Tampa 27-8. Funny enough, Tampa actually had more shots that period. Dylan Strome with a pair of goals, your number 2 star. Hits 20-5 in favor of the Rangers. Face-offs 13-9 in favor of Tampa Bay. And your number 1 star with a pair of goals, Artemi Panarin, the bread man. Meanwhile, the Western Conference is tied 1-1. Rangers up 2-0. And of course, now, as always, we will start TikTok. TikTok. No, so the Stars and Sharks both blew big series lead, and so it's Arizona and the Kraken, Mike, which might be even worse than Stars and Sharks, honestly. Both Arizona was down, I think, 3-0 and won 4-3, and I think that the Kraken were down 3-1 and won 4-3. Yeah, they blew big leads, Mike. Yeah, it was interesting how that happened. So it only happened like 5 times in history, but in NHL 22 it happens like 3 times every playoffs. All right, so we move the phone up into my other tripod, my special phone tripod. Get it all set up. We tap the live. Yeah, Mike, absolutely. So, new thing added now. You can subscribe on TikTok now, similar to how you subscribe on Twitch. But yeah, so that's a fascinating thing. You can now do subs on TikTok, and I have added subs to TikTok. If folks want to sub via there, they would rather sub via TikTok than Twitch. That's the way to do it. Well, Riley, we're already up 2-0, so I appreciate your predictions here. Big story for this series is that Vasilevsky got hurt in the second round of the playoffs, and it is DiPietro, the Tampa Bay backup. Yeah, Kyle, I saw, yeah, like, yes, and Mike on Twitch, yes, you can now sub on TikTok, yes. But yeah, I mean, Edwin Diaz, I mean, if you're a Mets fan, that's a huge loss. Huge loss. Maybe he can work on his trumpet playing, though, in this while he rehabs. So, Rangers up 2-0. Matthews is still elite, Riley. No, yeah, you hate to see it, Kyle, absolutely, but, I mean, it's a fluke. It's just a fluke injury. Like, it could have happened to anybody in any game. It's just a fluke. Stamkos versus Zibanejad here at Amalie Arena. Face-off won by the Lightning back to Hedman. We are underway as Haula, who has a goal this series, sends over to Sergachev. Back to Hedman. Hedman, hounded by Fox, chased back to neutral ice. Gives it back to Sergachev, who now gains the zone. Sends it across to Hedman. Slap shot saved by Shesterkin. Who leaves it for Miller in the corner. Keandre Miller now. Outlet pass for Lafreniere. Cutting through the defense with speed. Tampa Bay almost got caught a little flat-footed there in that long pass. But now good recovery by Tampa Bay on the back check. And here comes Sergachev again for the Lightning. Trying to get back into this series. Kucherov, pass intercepted by Panarin. His pass intercepted by Hedman. Back we go. Haula now at center ice over to Kucherov. Kucherov has it poked off his stick to Haula. Now leaves it for Sergachev. Back to Hedman. Shot saved by Shesterkin. Lafreniere will clear. This will actually go all the way down for an... Oh, no icing. I guess it was slow enough. Hedman goes and gets it in the corner. Panarin on the forecheck. Panarin forces a turnover. Panarin cutting to the slot. Shot saved by DiPietro. Stamkos now back the other way. Moving in, back to Haula, and his pass passed too many times. Intercepted by Trevor Zegras fresh off the bench. Zegras and Sprong gain the blue line shot, and Trevor Zegras through the screen pulls the string. His 5th of the playoffs. It's 1-0 Rangers. That's not unheard of, Kyle. You see that happens actually a lot in football with kickers. This is game 3, Matt. We're up 2-0 in the series. Vasilevsky is hurt, which is a big reason why we've been able to really kind of roll over Tampa in the first 2 games. Zegras unassisted on the turnover, his 5th of the playoffs, as Foote now has it poked away by Coughlin. And again, the Rangers strike first within the first 10 minutes of play, as Zingle intercepts that one and sends up to Point. Point now across the Radish, hit by Coughlin, separated from the puck. Bouchard will send around the boards. Daniel Sprong is there. Sprong now sends back across ice to Bouchard and out to Zegras. Zegras down the left side. He gets hit hard, loses the puck. Into the corner it goes. McDonough, though, gets hit. Good forecheck there. Vesalainen, Zegras, backhand save by DiPietro, and he'll hold. So again, shares, likes, subs. The new thing on TikTok is you can sub. Shares, likes, follows. They all help, folks. They all help. Strome versus Cirelli now. That graphic is wrong about the shutout streak, by the way. Strome to Runanen on the faceoff win. Poked away there. And here comes Carter. Carter along the right side. Good recovery by the Ranger defense. Carter turned back. Now sends it deep. Oscar Gortz got his first career playoff goal in Game 2 of this series. Turns it over to Carter there. To Cirelli down low. Short side save by Shesterkin. Now Joseph back to Cirelli. Spinning around. Moving in down low. Back behind the net. Goes the puck. Carter to McDonough moving in against his former team. Poked away there. Kajula takes it away and sends over to Dryden Hunt. Hunt back to Gortz. Over to Runanen. Runanen a shot. Saved by DiPietro through the screen. Hunt now at the puck. Backhand save by DiPietro. And he'll hold once more. McLeod versus Barron. To the right of DiPietro. Face-off won by McLeod over to Braun. Up to Derek Brassard, former Ranger, hit by Runanen. McLeod now loses the puck, and Evan Bouchard has it. Sends up to Barclay Goodrow. Poked off of his stick, and Brassard takes it away. Brassard over to Perry. Corey Perry, former Duck, back to Brassard. Separated from the puck. Good check there by the Rangers, and here comes rookie Oscar Gortz. Gortz gains the blue line from the right circle. A shot saved by DiPietro. Nobody there to get the rebound. And Justin Braun takes it away. Also had a cup of coffee with the Rangers. Stood up by Evan Bouchard. Now down low, Gauthier. Julian Gauthier takes it away and sends back to Morgan Barron. Barron gets hit hard, loses the puck there, and Perry gathers. It's NHL 22 Bear, but this is the third year of my franchise. So Barron now. Long pass up to Sprong. Sprong moving in. Shot saved by DiPietro. But he turns it over to Vesalainen. Back to Gortz. Knocked off his stick. And finally, Braden Point gets it. As the Ranger forecheck giving the Lightning fits right now with 2:15 left in the first. Outlet pass to Zingle. Stood up at the blue line by Bouchard. Gortz gathers. Sends her on the boards to Vesalainen. Vesalainen up to Trevor Zegras. Zegras along the left side. And now moving in. Shot saved by DiPietro. And he'll hold with less than a minute to go in the period. Rangers up 1-0 here. Up 2-0 in the series. This is Game 3, the first game down in Tampa. Zibanejad versus Stamkos. Face-off one by the Rangers. Panarin with the puck. Shot saved by DiPietro. Panarin had a pair of goals in Game 2. Now has 6 in the playoffs. As Kucherov stood up by Lafreniere, of all people, at the blue line. Nice play there by Alexei. As moving in, Zibanejad, a few seconds to go. DiPietro the save. Panarin now moving in. Tried to get a shot off. It might have been poked away there by DiPietro. But the Rangers score 1. Zegras pulls a string off a turnover. At the end of 20 in Tampa Bay, it's 1-0 Rangers here in Game 3. Rangers out shooting Tampa 10-3, out hitting them 6-2. Face-offs 3-2 in favor of Tampa. Stamkos versus Zibanejad. Center ice here, second period, about to get underway. Face-off won by the Lightning over to Sergachev. Sergachev gets hit hard. Puck kicks to Miller. Miller sends up to Panarin. Panarin, nice move weaving through the defense. Puts on the brakes in the left circle. Now moving in. Shot saved by DiPietro. Kucherov gets the rebound away from danger. Starts down the right side. Now sends back to Kucherov. I believe that was Kucherov. Not sure. Or Sergachev. Zibanejad. Panarin. Can't get a good shot off. It was Sergachev. My apologies. Now up to Haula. Eric Haula, hit by Zibanejad, takes the puck away at neutral ice. Haula at the, Zibanejad at the blue line, hit by Kucherov. But Panarin, good jump of the forecheck, moving in. Panarin shot, saved by DiPietro with the right leg. Hedman gets it away from danger and over to Zingle on the left side. Zingle hit by Fox. Andre Miller takes the puck away. Miller now across the blue line, slap shot. Oh, and his stick exploded. And he'll have to go back and get some new lumber as Sergachev starts back the other way for Tampa Bay. He gets by Fox. Odd man rush. Good job by Christian Vesalainen getting back on defense. As he gives it to Sprong, deflects off of his stick and up to Hedman. Hedman at the blue line, hit by Adam Fox. Trevor Zegras, the only goal of the game, takes the puck away. Zegras sends back to the point. Coughlin fresh off the bench. Slap shot, and Dylan Coughlin scores! His second of the playoffs! A blast from the blue line! And the Rangers make it 2-0! What a shot by Dylan Coughlin as he lets this slapper rip! And DiPietro gonna wish he had that one back. Cirelli versus Zegras now. Almost 7 minutes into the period. Zegras the only assist. Zegras wins the faceoff to Bouchard. Now to Coughlin. Turns it over to Carter. Carter at the blue line has the puck taken away by Bouchard. And then Bouchard gains the blue line. Shot saved by DiPietro. Vesalainen gets it down low. Moving in. Backhand saved by DiPietro. And he'll hold. It'll be another faceoff in the Lightning zone. I thank you, Alan. Much appreciated. Again, likes, shares, follows, subscriptions, they all help everybody. Always appreciate it. Or you can join me over on Twitch if you want. Cirelli and Strome. Strome wins the faceoff back to Runanen, saved by DiPietro. Foot with the puck now, sends up to Cirelli. Now to Joseph, who's going to get laid out by rookie Oscar Gortz. And Strome will take the puck away, but he'll lose it to Cirelli. Rangers regroup at neutral ice. Kajula back to Gortz. Gortz now gains the blue line, sends cross ice for Hunt. Dryden Hunt to shot. Dryden Hunt scores! Dryden Hunt on the, it looked like it was like a backhand, kind of a weird shot from Hunt. And DiPietro's gonna wish he had that one back. I think he just completely misread where that puck was going. No, just a little short snapshot by Hunt. Gortz the only assist. It's 3-0 Rangers. Barron and McLeod now, halfway through the period, halfway through the game. Kajula the other assist. I'm sorry, there was 2 assists. Gortz and Kajula the assists. Pass intercepted by Barclay Goodrow. Goodrow a slap shot, saved by DiPietro. Oh, it almost bounced in. Barron finds it, shot blocked. Goodrow now down in the corner. Barclay Goodrow, cross ice to Gauthier. Shot punched away by DiPietro. Barron can't keep it in, but will hustle back to get it. Actually, McLeod does a good job taking it away. McLeod now moving in. McLeod hit by Bouchard, and Barron will take the loose puck back again anyway with 7:40 left in the period. Goodrow now moving in, shot saved by DiPietro as he snatches it with the glove, and it'll be a face-off in the Tampa zone. Rookie Oscar Gortz really making his presence felt here in the playoffs. To see their top 10 in hits. McLeod versus Strome to the right of DiPietro. Face-off won by Strome, back to Runanen. Tarmo Runanen with a puck, a shot saved there by DiPietro. And Runanen gets his own rebound against the boards. Runanen circling, another shot saved by DiPietro. Strome gets it now down low. Backhand shot, and DiPietro doing all he can to keep Tampa Bay in the game. McLeod now back the other way for Tampa. He gets hit by Runanen. And he gets hit hard at center ice. Turns it over to McLeod. McLeod moving in. Makes a move. Shot saved by Shesterkin on the breakaway. Runanen turned it over at neutral ice, and McLeod got a rare breakaway, but could not capitalize. And here comes Dylan Strome. Dryden Hunt. Shot save. Rebound. Radish clears away from danger. 3:50 left here in the second. Rangers up 3-0 in the game. Up 2-0 in the series. This is the Eastern Conference Final. The winner goes to the Stanley Cup. Runanen moving in down low, sends over to Adam Fox, fresh off the bench. Shot saved by DiPietro. Rebound into the corner for Vesalainen. Vesalainen moving in. Vesalainen on the backhand scores! His third of the playoffs! And it's 4-0 Rangers! Once upon a time, Luke, once upon a time, I used to do high school and college games back in Jersey. Worked for ESPN for 3 years. And just, well, never could get to the next level for a lot of reasons. Fox and Runanen with the assists. Sergachev moving in. Can't get a shot off. Again, just a little too fancy down low, trying to get Shesterkin out of position. Gauthier now down the left side. Puts on the brake, sends back to Coughlin. Over to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard trying to get a shot off. Does. Punched away by DiPietro. Haula now with the puck. Eric Haula across ice to Sergachev. As the period coming down to an end. Big hit there by Bouchard. Puck is loose. Haula finds it. Sergachev recovers. Sends over to Kucherov. Sends up to Haula. And can't get a shot off before the period expires. The Rangers, though, put up a 3 spot here in the second period. At the end of 40, it's 4-0 New York. Rangers now out shooting Tampa Bay 27-4. The second period, the entire series has been the kryptonite of the Lightning. Rangers out hitting Tampa 12-4. Face-off 6-5 in favor of Tampa. 3-3 that period, though. Welcome to everybody popping in, joining. Much appreciated. Likes, shares, follows, they all help. Zibanejad versus Stamkos. Face-off won by Tampa Bay. Haula with the puck, hit by Lafreniere. Keandre Miller has it. Sends up to Lafreniere again. The puck goes deep. Panarin gathers, though, in the corner. Artemi Panarin circling, firing, and scoring. The Bread Man delivers. His 7th of the playoffs, his 3rd of the series. And it's now 5-0 New York. Again, Tampa Bay without Vasilevsky for much of the playoffs with an MCL injury. If they were to make the Stanley Cup, they said he'd be back as Lafreniere and Miller the assists. But it looks less and less likely that that's going to happen. Coughlin now gains the blue line after intercepting a pass. Long shot, easy save for the backup here for Tampa Bay. Strome has it knocked off his stick. And Haula gathers and sends up to Kucherov. Stood up by Bouchard. And Vesalainen takes it away. Christian Vesalainen filling in for the injured Nick Robertson. Shot saved by DiPietro. And he will hold. I thought it was they had put the backup in, but... Point versus Strome to the right of DiPietro. 3.5 minutes gone here in the third. Rangers now up 5-0. Face-off won by the Lightning. Radish with the puck up to Hedman. Across to Zingle. Zingle laid out by Oscar Gortz. And Tarmo Ruunanen will gather. Ruunanen up to Kajula. Pass for Dryden Hunt. Intercepted by Sergachev. Over to Hedman. Back to Zingle. Again laid out by Gortz. Hunt turns it over though. Radish to point. Shot saved by Shesterkin. Rebound kicked into the corner. Good opportunity there for Tampa Bay in the turnover. But Shesterkin looming large in the crease. Pass intercepted there by Dryden Hunt at neutral ice. Has to retreat back to neutral ice after he's shoved away at the point and leaves it for Tarmo Ruunanen. Ruunanen moving in down low, knocked off the puck. Point and Kajula now fighting for it. And Kajula comes away with it. Looking for a pass cross ice, but intercepted by the Lightning. Zingle back the other way. And again, Oscar Gortz getting that hit count up as he lays him out. Ryan Zingle is going to have a headache after this one. As Dryden Hunt sends back to Gortz now at the point. Moving in, top of the slot. Can't get a shot off. Has his pocket picked by Zingle. And that's one way to nullify the hard-hitting Gortz. Keandre Miller now throwing the body. Kajula gets the loose puck. Sends up to Zibanejad. Mika Zibanejad now down the left side. Spinorama, left circle. Shot saved by DiPietro with the glove. And he holds with 10:19 left now in the third period. Cirelli and Barron to the right of DiPietro. Face-off won by Cirelli to Foot. Barron picks his pocket, though. Morgan Barron circling. Morgan Barron a shot saved by DiPietro. And Joseph now with the puck. Sends up to McDonough. Ryan McDonough on the right side. Gets by Bouchard. Tries to make a pass down low, but didn't get much on it. And it's taken away by Morgan Barron. Now up to Coughlin. Up to Julien Gauthier, who mishandles it. McDonough takes it away. McDonough will send it into the far corner. Morgan Barron, though, is there. And will send it around to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard will cut back the other way across behind his own net. Up to Barron. Back up to Gauthier. Gauthier across the blue line, moving to the right corner. And circling back around the net. Gauthier to the slot. Shot saved by DiPietro. Rebound. Rangers couldn't get to it. Joseph gets it out to Carter with 6.5 left in the third. Carter bounces off of a hit. Moves in. Shot save. Rebound. And Tampa Bay's on the board. Cirelli's second goal of the playoffs off the rebound off of Carter's shot. And it's 5-1 New York. So a moral victory that Tampa will hope to build on for Game 4, which will be do or die for them. Carter and Joseph the assists. Halla now a shot saved by Shesterkin. 2 in a row as Tampa Bay crashing the net, getting themselves a couple of late opportunities. Turnover, Stamkos shot, blocked by Coughlin recovering. And now Zibanejad back the other way. Some late pressure here by Tampa Bay. Zibanejad now circling, cutting to the slot, shot save, rebound. Lafreniere whiffed on it, and DiPietro will freeze it with 3:53 left in the game. Thank you for the follow, Andrew. Thank you for the follow, Billy. Much appreciated. Stamkos versus Zegras to the right of DiPietro. 5-1 New York, up 2-0 here in the series in the Eastern Conference Finals. Kucherov up to Stamkos. Stamkos retreats a bit, now sends up to Kucherov, over to Halla. Halla, who had a goal in Game 2, has it knocked off his stick. Kucherov now moving in, back to Halla. Halla has it again knocked off his stick. Stamkos, though, pushes it back to the blue line, but McDonough was out of position. Sends back to Halla. Tampa Bay tries to gain the zone again, but gets hit hard. Zegras takes it away from Halla. A minute and a half left here in Game 3. Zegras a shot. Save again by DiPietro. Sergachev with the puck. Back to Kucherov. Kucherov cross ice to McLeod. McLeod will send it deep as he's hit by Miller. Overskated by Fox. Kucherov down low. Deflection saved by Shesterkin. And Zegras gets the rebound. Zegras now tries to make a pass, but Kucherov cuts him off. And Miller lays him out. Sprong now cross ice for Fox. And again, Fox misplays it. McLeod there. Shot save. Rebound. And Halla scores. His 4th of the playoffs. His 2nd in as many games. So again, Tampa, if they're looking for something to build on heading into Game 4, it's the fact that they scored back-to-back goals late here against the Rangers with 37 seconds to go. McLeod the only assist on Halla's 4th of the playoffs. Hedman hit by Zibanejad. And Runanen takes it away. Starts back the other way. We'll send it deep. Into the corner it goes. Lafreniere there. Sends back to Gortz. Gortz maintaining control, moving in. Can't get a shot off, or if he did, it was blocked by Sergachev, who has the puck. Up to Derek Brassard, former New York Ranger. Well, that's the other thing. Also, Ben Tkachuk was hurt in Game 1 of this series, so Tampa losing not only their top goalie, one of the best in the leagues, but also one of their best offensive players, as Lafreniere will gather and send all the way down, and they'll call icing with 0.3 of a second left. So we'll have a face-off, and then there'll be a Tampa loss, as the Rangers will go up 3-0 in this series with a 3-goal win here in Game 3. Face-off won by Tampa Bay, but the game is won by the Rangers. Your number 3 star with a goal, Anthony Cirelli. Talk about that home cooking. Ugh. Rangers out shooting Tampa 35-9, out hitting them 20-7. Face-offs 14-5 in favor of Tampa. Tampa had a very good third period, but it was not enough. Your number 2 star with a goal and a hit, Christian Vesalainen. And your number 1 star with a goal and an assist, Trevor Zegras. And tonight's post-game show brought to you by Perrier. Not really, but that's what I'm drinking right now. So, if they want to sponsor me. So, Rangers now looking for the sweep, looking to advance once again to the Stanley Cup final. Meanwhile, the Coyotes now up 2-1 on the Kraken. That would be an interesting Stanley Cup, the Rangers versus Arizona. And I say that because before the season started, the Rangers traded Jacob Trouba to Arizona. And it's a big reason why, well, they're as good as they are this year. Looks like more injuries are starting to pile up for Tampa Bay. So here it is. For Tampa Bay, it is a do-or-die Game 4. Got to take it one game at a time. In 3 games, though, the Rangers have outscored Tampa 16-3. That's about a 6-1 or a 5-1 average. Stamkos versus Zibanejad. Face-off won by Tampa Bay. Pass to Haula, who has 2 of those 3 goals. Sends it deep. Fox will cut it off and start back the other way for the Rangers. Sends up to Alexis Lafreniere. Lafreniere now moving in. Shot blocked. Never got through to DiPietro. Again, a lot of injuries for Tampa Bay. Vasilevsky, Tkachuk. They've lost a lot of guys over the course of the playoffs. Rangers also short Nick Robertson, but have been able to just plug and play, really, as Stamkos gets laid out, and Miller will take the puck away. Miller, the only Ranger not to score a goal thus far in the playoffs, but he has a dozen assists. As Lafreniere moving in, shot punched away there by DiPietro. Panarin now with the puck, shot save again by DiPietro with the glove, and he'll hold with 3.5 gone here in the first. Zegras versus Point now to the right of DiPietro. Face-off won by Zegras, back to Bouchard. His shot is blocked. Hedman takes the loose puck. And Tkachuk is actually back for this game. I'm sorry. As a big hit there, and Coughlin gathers. Tkachuk was hurt in Game 1 and missed Games 2 and 3. But obviously with the season on the line, big deal to see him back in the lineup. At least for the moment, as Daniel Sprong says, I don't care if you get Wayne Gretzky himself out of retirement. We're going up, and we're going to the Stanley Cup, baby. It's 1-0 New York. Sprong 7th of the year. Rangers looking to complete the sweep. Strike first here in Game 4. On Sprong's 7th of the playoffs. Zegras versus Point. Coughlin the only assist. Sergachev gets the puck. Sends up the Point now. Taken away by Coughlin. Coughlin moves into the left circle. Shot goes high and wide. Zegras now. Slap shot saved by DiPietro. Hedman with the puck. Taking it out the left side up to Radish. Now across to Tkachuk. Knocked off his stick and Sprong takes it away. Sprong leaves it for Zegras. Back to Bouchard. Over to Coughlin. Coughlin a slap shot. Didn't get anything on it. It was partially blocked. And Cirelli, who has a goal this series, now gains the puck and gets laid out by Bouchard at the point. Zegras regathers the loose puck, sends up to Vesalainen. Vesalainen on the left side. Puts in the brakes. Moving in. Shot goes wide. Kajula to Runanen to Coughlin. A shot saved by DiPietro. Good passing by the Rangers. But DiPietro saw it all the way. Cirelli versus Strome now to the right of DiPietro. Face-off won by Strome, back to Runanen. Runanen moving in. Is it blocked away? Cirelli with the puck now. Gains the blue line. Across to Joseph. Shot saved by Shesterkin. Rebound puck is just sitting there. Joseph finds it. Gets it to Zingle. What a save by Tsar Igor to keep this 1-0 Rangers. From point-blank range, Shesterkin does the splits. The puck ends up behind him and out of the net. And Kajula now down low to Gortz. Back to Runanen. Runanen moving in. Shot saved by DiPietro. The Lightning, even when they do get a golden opportunity, struggling to get it past Tsar Igor. Hunt now the puck. Shot goes wide. Gortz moving in. Big hit there. And now a hit on McDonough by Hunt, but the puck kicks the foot. Thank you, Brandon. Much appreciated. Up to Cirelli. Cirelli moving in. Turns around. Back to McDonough. Cross to foot. From the blue line, stick to side by Shesterkin. Saw it all the way. Gortz now at the puck. 5 minutes left in the first period. Up to Panarin, fresh off the bench. Panarin moving in 1-on-2. Takes the shot. Saved by DiPietro. Because Zibanejad sends back to the point, but Rangers win the midst of a change. Keandre Miller will go back into their own zone and get it. And starts to break out with a pass to Lafreniere. Back the other way. Here comes Lafreniere. 2-on-1 for Panarin. Shot saved by DiPietro. Rebound goes behind the cage. Lafreniere gets it. Moves into the slot. Turns around. Fires. Shot saved by DiPietro. And he holds. You see there Steven Stamkos with 17 points. Leads Tampa Bay. 5 goals, 12 assists in the playoffs. Barron versus Stamkos now. 2:49 left in the period. Barron wins it back to Bouchard. His shot is blocked. Puck pinballs around. Braun is there. Gets it up to Kucherov, but Goodrow takes it away. They'll send back into the Ranger zone where they will regroup. Bouchard gets it in his own trapezoid, and now an outlet pass to Barclay Goodrow, who has 7 goals in this playoff run, but has not scored against Tampa Bay. Goodrow circling, shot saved there by DiPietro. Barron there. A couple of those were empty netters, of course, as well late in the game. Shot by Gauthier, saved by DiPietro, and he will hold. Barron versus Stamkos now to the left of DiPietro. 40 seconds left in the period. Stamkos wins it back to Vatanen. Vatanen sends up to Haula. Haula gets checked, loses the puck, but gets it back to Vatanen. Up to Stamkos now. Stamkos, Kucherov shot saved by Shesterkin, and he'll freeze it with 4 seconds left. Mike on Twitch asks, can I see who's watched my streams the most? I don't think I can see it on Twitch, but they will say who watched or commented the most on TikTok per stream by stream, but I don't think it says, I don't think there's a spot on Twitch that says who's watched the most. But I could be wrong. I could look into it. Mike. So, at the end of 20 here in Tampa Bay, Game 4, do or die for the Lightning, down 3-0, and the Rangers up 1-0. Rangers out shooting Tampa 11-4, out hitting them 8-2, and they've won 4 of 7 faceoffs. The Rangers dominating in every category, really. As we head to the second period, Stamkos versus Zibanejad. And we are underway here at Amalie Arena. Face-off won by the Lightning. Kucherov with the puck. Hit by Miller at the point, sends it deep. Fox cuts it off in the trapezoid. Kicks it around the boards to Miller. Miller over to Panarin. Panarin now starts to break out, sends over to Mika Zibanejad. Zibanejad moving into the right circle. Now will move in behind the trapezoid. Circling behind the net. Mika Zibanejad's shot saved by DiPietro. Saw it all the way. And he'll freeze the puck. It'll be a face-off to his left. You probably have to enable that command. Yeah, probably, Mike. Probably. I'll have to look into it. Zegras versus Stamkos. Face-off won by Zegras to Bouchard. Coghlan now. Slap shot goes high and off the glass. Sprong gets the rebound. A little turnaround, looking for a shot. Instead, pushes it back to Coghlan at the point. Cross to Bouchard. Bouchard weaving his way in. Shot short side saved by DiPietro. And he holds with another face-off to his left. Rangers looking to punch their ticket to the Stanley Cup. Up 1-0 here in Game 4. Up 3-0 in the series. Strome versus Stamkos. Face-off won by Strome to Ruunanen, a shot. And punched out of play, and we'll do it again. Again, if you're watching on TikTok, likes, shares, follows, subs, all help. If you want to join us over on Twitch, twitch.tv/RayCarcillo, and basically all the same. They all help. Strome versus Stamkos, won by Stamkos. Back to Kucherov. Stamkos getting a lot of time on the ice. Do or die. Obviously, the Tampa Bay Lightning's best player. Hunt moving to the slot. Shot saved by DiPietro. In because of the injury to Vasilevsky in the second round. Kucherov hit by Strome. Maintains control of the puck, gets it to Sergachev, but good job of the forecheck there by Hunt to be a pest, and Hunt takes it away. Hunt across the blue line to Ruunanen. Ruunanen a shot. Blocked. Actually hit off of somebody in front, and Stamkos gets it. Stamkos hit by Kajula. Stamkos bounces off of him, sends up to Sergachev. The Ranger third line forecheck here has been voracious. They are absolutely just hounding the Lightning as finally they get it out to Hedman, and Hedman gets laid out by Oscar Gortz. Ruunanen gathers. Loses the puck to Haula. Haula moving in. Shot saved by Shesterkin, and he leaves it for Gortz to his right. Sends up to Kajula. Kajula on the right side. Kajula, slap shot, saved by DiPietro. Tough time handling it through the screen, but he finds it and freezes it with 12:06 left in the period. I did, Dylan. I had it on my phone as I was streaming, and very good to see that the Rangers now have won back-to-back games. They beat Washington. Now they beat Pittsburgh, starting to get back on track. Good, solid win tonight. Chris Kreider gets to the 30-goal plateau. Favorite hockey player ever, Mike asks on Twitch. Mark Messier. As McDonough hit by Gauthier, and Morgan Barron gathers the loose puck now and cuts through neutral ice. That's fair. A lot of guys say Gretzky. Mike is Gauthier shot saved by DiPietro, and he will hold. But big win for the Rangers tonight in real life. Big win hopefully here for us here in our game. Point versus Barron now to the right of DiPietro. Rangers still nursing a 1-0 lead. Point wins the faceoff to Radish. Goodrow picks his pocket, though. Goodrow, Barron, one-timer, scores! Barclay Goodrow picked his pocket in the offensive zone. Morgan Barron drifts to the backside of the net. Goodrow feeds him a perfect pass, and it's 2-0 Rangers. Morgan Barron's third of the playoffs. DiPietro had no chance. And the Rangers are looking at the clock as they're less than 30 minutes away from punching their ticket to the Stanley Cup. Goodrow, the only assist on Barron's third of the playoffs. Once again, face-off win by Tampa Bay. McDonough across the point, up to Radish, to Tkachuk, poked away by Shesterkin. Bouchard gathers and sends back out to Goodrow. The Ranger fourth line with a huge insurance goal. Shot saved by DiPietro, and he'll hold. That's fair, Mike. You liked Gretzky when he was with the Kings. Here on Twitch, Connor McDavid. I think Connor McDavid will definitely be in that conversation if he stays healthy and continues at this pace for his career. I don't think he'll get Gretzky's point record, as Miller with a big hit there. Fox gathers the puck. But he will be in the conversation for greatest of all time, especially if he wins a couple of cups. As Panarin is shot saved by DiPietro. That's the big thing. If McDavid never wins anything, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to make that claim. As Tkachuk hit by Miller, Lafreniere gathers and sends up to Zibanejad. That's like Henrik Lundqvist. Henrik Lundqvist has just in terms of the Rangers, Henrik Lundqvist has every goalie record for the Rangers. But a lot of folks are going to make a case for Mike Richter because Mike Richter won the Stanley Cup. Pass up to Panarin, right? In terms of goaltending, winning is a big deal. At least for me. Zegras moving in down low, knocked aside. McDonough gets the loose puck. Thank you, Griffin. Much appreciated. Zingle moving in. Bouchard takes it away. Good stick check there. Passes up to Sprong. Cross-ice pass for Trevor Zegras. Less than 4 minutes left in the period. Zegras, slap shot. Trevor Zegras scores! His sixth of the playoffs. And goals now in back-to-back games. And the Ranger lead is 3-0 here. With less than 4 minutes to go in the second period, the Rangers can smell the Stanley Cup final. Zegras, with an absolute blast from the right circle, beats DiPietro blocker side for his sixth of the playoffs. Sprong and Bouchard, the assists as the faceoff is won by Tampa Bay with 3:15 left here in the period. Bouchard now, shot saved by DiPietro, and he holds. That's fair, Mike. Mike on Twitch mentioning, McDavid, the Oilers, the Oilers need a goalie. The Oilers need a goalie. Yes, I traded Capo Caco and a first-round pick for Trevor Zegras. And the game accepted that. Zegras now, backhand shot goes wide. Sprong now gets the puck off the board, spin around, shot goes high and wide as he yanked it. And the Rangers are going to draw a power play. Looks like we're going to have an interference call here as some frustration being taken out in this game as Sergachev goes to the sin bin for 2. Bad penalty there for Tampa. Well, Ovechkin will not break the point record, Mike, but Ovechkin will break the goal record. I do think Ovechkin will have the most goals for a career. Face-off won by Tampa Bay here. Big win there. Down a man. McDonough with the puck. Sends up to Cirelli shorthanded. Coghlan hits him. Caggiula takes it away. And the Rangers will regroup now with 60 seconds left in the period and a minute 30 on the man advantage. Dylan Strome, nice move there at neutral ice to gain the zone. Sends back to the point for Coghlan. Coghlan, a shot, hits off of somebody in front, and it bounces back out to McLeod. McLeod shorthanded, hit by Sprong. Gauthier gathers, sends cross ice for Coghlan, and he'll send up to Caggiula with 15 seconds left here. Caggiula, back to Gauthier, shot, save, rebound! McDonough just keeps it away from Strome, otherwise he would have had a wide open net. McDonough back to McLeod, and that should do it for the period. Sprong will throw back into the Lightning zone. And we will head to the third with the Rangers up by 3. Yes, Chris, this is franchise mode, yes. Yeah, no, Emily, I told a lot of folks, I said, you got to give him time to adjust. You got to give him time, and he's adjusted in a big way. And the Rangers we're stacked in real life. Big win tonight. So Rangers, Up 3-0. They outshot Tampa Bay, or outshooting Tampa Bay 23-5. Tampa Bay had one shot that period. Rangers outshot them 12-1 in the second. Absolutely dominating. Rangers out hitting Tampa Bay 13-5. To be fair, that's been the story of this series. The second period, Tampa Bay, for some reason, falls asleep in the second. They start off strong, they finish strong, but the second period, they just get rocked into a lullaby for some reason. Tampa winning 2 out of every 3 faceoffs, though, 12-6 thus far. The Rangers are 20 minutes away from once again reaching the Stanley Cup final. Zegras, Cirelli, faceoff won by Tampa. Again, Rangers start the period on the power play. Panarin with the puck. Panarin will gain the zone. From the right circle, a shot save, rebound! Lafreniere couldn't pull the trigger. Zegras now, backhand save by DiPietro. And the Rangers now will have a 5-on-3 for a few seconds as Ryan McDonagh joins Sergachev in the sin bin. Another interference call on Tampa Bay. Oh, well, there you go. Well, yeah, I haven't seen the scoreboard around the league, but it's always good when the other teams in the division lose. Strome versus Cirelli. Face-off won by Tampa Bay. Hedman with the puck, trying to kill off the last of the first penalty. We're back to 5-on-4 as Sergachev is out of the sin bin and now turns it over to Adam Fox. So Rangers back on the man advantage. Gauthier shot saved by DiPietro, and he will hold. So back-to-back power plays for the Rangers. Tampa kills off the first. Can they kill off the second? They really have to if they want to stay in this game. Face-off won by Zegras to Zibanejad. Shot saved by DiPietro. Panarin on the puck. Panarin moving in, and Artemi Panarin scores! The bread man! It's a power play goal! And the Ranger lead is now 4-0. His 8th of the playoffs. His 4th of the Eastern Conference Finals. Artemi Panarin is heating up at the right time, and that might be the nail in the coffin. So the Rangers officially 1 for 2 now on the power play, and that one might be all she wrote. Zibanejad and Zegras the assists. Face-off win by Tampa to Sergachev, poked away there by Mika. Sergachev takes it back. Point with the puck, hit by Fox. He'll send it deep. Miller will cut it off. Start back the other way for the Rangers. Up to Lafreniere, to Panarin. Back to Lafreniere. Lafreniere shot saved by DiPietro. Just got enough of it to keep it out of the net. Lafreniere now. Back to the blue line for Miller. Miller a shot, and on the Felt, the third string goalie for Tampa is now in. Zegras versus Point. To the left of Anna Felt. Face-off won by Tampa Bay. Sergachev with the puck. And up to Radish. He's going to get hit by Coughlin. Bouchard around to Zegras. Zegras now, a long pass for Vesalainen, knocked off his stick. Sergachev recovers, gives it back to Hedman. Up to Tkachuk. Tkachuk moving in, 2-on-1. His back pass for the trailer, intercepted by Sprong. Bouchard now out to Daniel Sprong, who scored the first Ranger goal tonight. Sprong does a good job of maintaining control of the puck. Sends back to the point for Bouchard, across to Coughlin. Quick shot, saved by Anna Felt, and he'll leave it for Hedman. 6 minutes gone here in the third. Rangers up 4-0 in game 4. Radish, shot, saved by Shesterkin. Puck bounces over Sprong's stick. Radish has it. Now turns it over to Bouchard. Up to Zegras. Back the other way come the Rangers. Zegras across the blue line. Puts on the brakes. Ranger defense going for a change, and Zegras will turn it over to McDonagh. Now Eric Hall with the puck. Hall out. Could have been called for too many men on the ice there, but the computer doesn't recognize that. Coughlin takes the puck away and sends up to Kajula. Now a bank pass for Zegras. Zegras down low for Kajula's shot, saved by Anna Felt, and he'll hold with 10:44 left in the game. Who would be a great goal? Well, it depends what you're trying to do, Mike. I mean, a lot of folks still hold Marc-Andre Fleury in high regard. As Strome wins back to Runen in a shot, save by Anna Felt, and he holds. I mean, there's a lot of good goalies around the league, right? Sorokin and Reimer and I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Foot over to Holland now. Obviously, Rangers aren't going to be trading Shesterkin anytime soon, but Kucherov with the puck now. Vasilevsky, obviously, you can't. I mean, you'd have to give up a fortune for something like Vasilevsky. But Strome overskates the puck. Holland now over to Stamkos. Hit by Runanen, and Oscar Gortz has it. Gortz back to Dryden Hunt. Hunt up to Mika Zibanejad. Zibanejad now across the blue line. Shot saved by Alnefelt. Lafreniere gathers. Sends back to Gortz. Gortz now pinching in. Gortz all kinds of room. Shot it high and wide. McDonough gets it off the glass. Starts back the other way. Sends up to Joseph. He's hit by Gortz. And now Zibanejad takes it away from him. Mika pushes it further along, but Foot cuts it off and sends up to Zingle. 6 minutes left here in the Eastern Conference Finals. Good check by Runanen. Lafreniere turns over to Cirelli. Cirelli now moving in down low, but Lafreniere with an active stick, and Fox pushes it back to Panarin. The bread man with the power play goal to start the period might be the nail in the coffin. Panarin gets checked, loses the puck to Carter. Carter back the other way for Tampa Bay with 4.5 left to go. Carter makes one move, but can't get by two guys. Shot, save. Oh, and now we're going to have a scrum. Jeff Carter is hurt. Or it should be, no, it wasn't Carter who was hurt, but Carter standing up for his guy as he's fighting Miller. It was a clean hit. It was kind of just an unfortunate collision, but he is still holding his knee. I mean, his season was over either way, but now he's going to be spending it rehabbing, and Carter will spend the rest of his season in the sin bin with Miller as they will go to the bench for 5. To the box for 5, excuse me. Jeff Carter and Keandre Miller, and that's just frustration for this series as the Rangers has stifled the Lightning offensively the whole series. Stamkos versus Barron. Now Rangers send out their 4th liners in case any funny business gets started. Face-off back, one to Sergachev. Hedman is shot, blocked by Gauthier. Gauthier now over to Goodrow. Goodrow gets hit, but gets it forward to Barron. Barron moving in, shot, and Morgan Barron salting the wound. His 2nd goal of the game. It's 5-0 Rangers. Also his 4th of the playoffs. That's a pretty solid trade there, Mike. Yeah, that's a good one. Mike and his franchise just traded for Sorokin. Gave up 2 second-round picks and an aging Jonathan Quick. Yeah, Lemesco, I mean, it's just a fluke injury for Diaz. Goodrow and Gauthier, the assists on Barron's 4th of the playoffs. But you just hate to see it as a fluke injury. As Stamkos gets absolutely tattooed by Oscar Gortz, and Stamkos is slow to get up. As now Sergachev takes it away and sends back to Stamkos. Of course, Stamkos a long injury history as Barron gets hit hard, and Tkachuk takes it away. Tkachuk now, his pass is intercepted by Lafreniere, and we're down to the last minute here of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Rangers up 5-0, up 3-0 in the series, looking for the sweep on the felt with the save, and he will hold. Point and Strome to the right of Alnefelt. Again, you wonder if Vasilevsky wasn't hurt, if this would have been a different series. Strome wins it back to Bouchard. Bouchard back to Hunt. Across the Coghlan. Long shot intercepted by Sergachev. Sergachev turns it back over to Kajula. His shot hit off of somebody in front. Sounds like it hits off Alnefelt mask. And Tkachuk has the puck now. And gives it for Sergachev. Now over to Tkachuk. Tkachuk has it poked away. Bouchard sends it around to Dylan Strome. Strome now along the left side. Strome gets hit there at the point. Puck knocked down. Hunt with the puck. Back to Coghlan. Down to Kajula. Shot deflected wide by Alnefelt. Kajula has it. Circling. Only a few seconds left. Saved by Alnefelt. And it'll be a face-off in the Lightning zone. Nope. Play on pro. Pro, Travers. Wow, Mike, I'm surprised you traded him considering how well he was doing then. Barron versus Point. One back by the Lightning. Sergachev with the puck. Up to Hedman. Puck knocked away. Goodrow will send all the way down. That will do it. The Rangers have won the Eastern Conference as they sweep Tampa Bay out of the playoffs. Absolutely dominating them. Finishing it off with a 5-0 win. Igor was sharp tonight. The Ranger offense got more than enough. Again, you wonder if Vasilevsky wasn't hurt in the second round, if this wouldn't have been a different series. But it wasn't. And, of course, Panarin denies picking up the trophy, Prince of Wales trophy, and handshake with the commissioner. And the Rangers are 4 games away from once again winning the Stanley Cup. Oh, there you go, Mike. So that's good. You're building up for your future. So, some big hits, some timely goals. The Rangers sweep Tampa Bay with a 5-0 win here down in Tampa in Game 4 is the final exclamation point. No, sorry, Travers. I'm not gonna do anything. No, I don't commentate for folks for free. Rangers outshot Tampa 39-7. Daniel Sprong with a goal and assist and a hit, your number 2 star. Hits 19-7 in favor of the Rangers. Faceoffs 20-9 in favor of Tampa Bay. The one bright spot, I suppose, for them. And your number 1 star with a pair of goals and a hit, Morgan Barron. Rangers 1 for 2 on the power play. And just overall a phenomenal all-around game for New York. And now we'll see who they play in the Stanley Cup final. Arizona up 3-1 over Seattle. Now 3-2. And there it is, the Arizona Coyotes and the New York Rangers. So the unfortunate news is that Nick Robertson, no matter what, will indeed miss the rest of the playoffs. He will not be available until June 4th. So even if this goes to a 7th game, the Stanley Cup will be over by June 1st. So Nick Robertson's season is officially done. We suspected as much after he had that second terrible concussion in the second round. But Rangers in Arizona, Cup final. I don't know. That's a good question, Jay Quid. I have no idea if that's Morgan Barron's brother or not. But tomorrow night, we're going to take a quick look here at the injury report. Again, Nick Robertson will be out the rest of the playoffs. And, TJ Oshie looks like he got hurt in Game 6. Still pending an evaluation. So, obviously a big offensive player there for Arizona. Banged up as well. So, but you don't expect to be 100% here at this point of the season. But it should be good. So tomorrow night, Stanley Cup final, Rangers, Coyotes. We'll do it all again. Thank you, everybody who joined me here on Twitch and or TikTok. It's always appreciated. If you are on one and not the other, I'm same handle on both. It's just Ray Carcillo. So you can find me on Twitch or TikTok. Again, likes, shares, follows, subs. They all help. They all matter. They're all appreciated. Thank you all, everybody, for tuning in. I will see you all tomorrow night. Yeah, I know. Well, again, Mike on Twitch says, who would have guessed the Coyotes? Like, again, I traded Jacob Trouba to them for a first-round pick that turned into Oscar Gortz. Oop, hit the microphone. Sorry about that. Everybody's happy. But we'll see what happens here in the series tomorrow. Until then, have yourselves a great rest of your Thursday. And I'll see you all. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Good night, everybody.